Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hands of the Christ. We're going to go over some of the one of the characters that you can play in the game, and that would be the warrior. Now, the warrior has, of course, different abilities. Uh, there's two sides, and there's going to be male and female warriors. I haven't got artwork yet, but I'm hoping to get some artwork to go with this. But let's get into how they work, what their stats are, and go from there. And then I will follow with further videos on each character's unique abilities, levels, stats, and how they work as a unit and how you can alter each of them to in a campaign so that they or um, one shot or whatever so that you can reuse them over and over and over many times before you would actually run into the same scenario, as long as you chose different settings for each um, scenario or campaign. Now, once you choose whether you want to be on side 1 or side 2, and I'll get to that in a minute, you're stuck that way unless you restart all the way over. So keep that in mind. But uh, if you finish out the scenario or campaign or something and you just want to go through and see how it would play differently using different abilities, then you can certainly do that. Each character has two sides, one offensive, one defensive. You can mix and match. You can have one on offensive side and everybody else on defensive side. You can have them all on offensive side. You can have them all on defensive side. Uh, you can have uh, three on or 2 and 2. Feel free to mix and match as you see fit. Now let's talk about the sides. Offensive and defensive sides. Offensive side is called side 1. These are the stats that you will get and abilities that you'll get if you play your character on side 1. It will come with a card, which will have artwork, and you'll be able to mark off levels. I'm hoping to laminate them so you can just use a dry eraser, dry marker, and dry erase it and reuse the card over and over and over without much problems. Now, everybody starts out first level. You don't have to pay for first level. That is automatically free. You get everything that you see on the screen under the first level absolutely free. Now, the warrior, of course, is melee oriented. He can use range, but he prefers to be up in the enemy's face, attacking melee style. And he's also the one who's going to be taking the brunt of the damage, but he likes damage, so that's his job. Is he is the one who's going to deal and take the most damage. When you first start out a battle, as I have explained, you'll roll d6 and then you'll add or subtract what you see on the screen here. For the melee, you'll add 2 to his melee. For defense, if they're attacking him, you'll roll d6 and add 1. If he is using a ranged attack, and he can more than freely do so, you get a +1. He still likes to do damage even with melee weapons. This could be a throwing axe, could be a dagger, could be a bow and arrow, or bow, There will be treasure cards which will do special or give them people special abilities when you have them. Like some weapons will automatically double whatever damage the warrior can do. There will be some that will half the damage that the warrior takes, and so on and so forth. He will start out with 10 hit points. You start out with 6, and then you add his 4 that you see under level 1, and so he'll have 10 hit points. Now his move, on the other hand, he's not that fast. He is slow, steady, lumbering. He is a giant of a man or a giant of a woman, and they don't move fast. He doesn't use magic, doesn't regain mana. Don't have to worry about that. Now, each level that you go up, you have to pay 10 times in gold your previous level. So, for level 2, you pay 20 gold. And you would then unlock the ability to buy the bonuses to stat you see underneath each level after on the screen. He'll get another +2 to a melee. He'll get another +1 to defense. Another +1 to range. Another 4 hit points. His movement will actually improve by 1. And for each one of those, you pay 1 gold at level 2. Now, at level 3, that would double. And you'd have to pay 2 gold for each. You'd also pay 20 gold to unlock level 3. So you don't go up by killing creatures. You can kill as many creatures as you want. If you don't get the money and treasure that they drop, you don't go up in levels. You've got to buy your and unlock your ability levels. Now, aside from the offensive side, he has a special ability called Bloody. 1 second, please. Okay, just had to make sure that this was being recorded. I didn't see the icon at the bottom of my screen, so I just wanted to make sure it was being recorded. But now, Bloodied is special. When he takes damage, his attack actually increases. But the maximum amount that his attack or melee increases is his current level. So if he's at level 1, he can only benefit from taking 1 point of damage, and he would get a +1 to melee. At level 2, he could take 2 points of damage and have a +2 to melee. Level 3, he could benefit from 3 hit points of damage to get a +3 to melee. Now, it's not cumulative, so you don't get like 9 melee if you take 3 damage at level 3. You just get 1 melee per hit point that you take. You can just take up maximum of 3 damage and benefit from it because you're on level 3. Now, on this next side, on side 2, and I just opened up a program that has nothing to do with this. Sorry about that. Side 2, you'll notice that the melee and defense sort of reverse. Everything else is sort of the same except for his special ability, which is called Defender. Any ally within 4 hexes, 4 polygon or 4 squares, whatever, a range of 4, you can if they're about to take damage, you can step in, take that damage. The damage is automatically reduced by 1, but there is a minimum damage of 1. The attackers don't need to roll another attack. They don't need to figure out damage again. It is automatic. You are willingly accepting that damage. Your ally takes no damage if you do this. That is the special ability on side 2 of your warrior. You can play as a male or female warrior, and there, like I said, there will be artwork for both. Both cards will be two-sided, offensive and defensive. So you can feel free, but it's purely aesthetic. It will not affect gameplay one bit, whether you play as male or female. So that, in a nutshell, is the warrior. My next video will be about the cleric. Hopefully it should be up pretty soon. And thank you for watching, and I hope that you like what you see. And once I finish describing all this, if you want to help me game test this, feel free to. Again, all you'll need is a 6-sided dice, the stats that I've shown you, and you can even freely adjust the stats. If you think it's too easy, cut the stats down. If you think it's too hard, increase the stats of the characters. They will have a base, and in the campaigns and scenarios that will come with the game, it's suggested you go with the base, but you're in total control of this setup and how easy and hard you want to make it, which is the unique hook of this game. It's only as challenging as you yourself want to make it. Thanks for listening. If you like what you see, please like, subscribe, and share. And I hope to see you on the next video.